Good afternoon everybody, Rob Sale back again with another quick video about a Mini Clubman, and it's not this one. This is a modern Scalextric Mini Clubman, and the car we're going to look at today is this one. Now this is a C122 which was made between 1978 and 1979 by Scalextric, and if you haven't seen, please nip over to Rob Swift's channel, Swift Slots, and you will see the comprehensive rebuild he has done of this car for me. Now, I'm not going to go into the details because firstly, I'm not technical enough, and secondly, Rob has done such an excellent video on this car. I could not do it justice by my ramblings. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, that's all the bits he changed. As you can see, there's the glass, there's the interior, both axles, the motor and the guide. So we'll just turn her over. Well, we'll turn her on the side first of all. As you can see, beautiful wheels and tyres on it now. Slotting plus guide, a pendle slot 20,000 RPM motor, and you've got the new gears and axle pinion. And Rob, being Rob, he's fitted a magnet for me because he knows how good my driving is. I need a magnet. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'll move that out of the way. We're going to give her a few runs around the track, and then I'm going to do some timed laps against the modern Scalextric cars, see how she fares. But first of all, bear in mind this is a 47-year-old car that Rob Swift has brought back to life, and as you can see, she goes incredibly. She goes really well. She's not tipping over. You can get the back to step out a little bit if you really push it, but before, I did a short video on this car about 6 months ago, and it was like driving Bambi on ice. It really was. But now it has transformed it completely. She drives absolutely beautifully, even with my limited skills. So what I'll do, I'll bring her around, stop her there, I'll give her a couple of laps on the rally track, and then we'll do some timed laps against the other car, against the modern £50 Scalextric car. And as you can see, even around the R1s, no trouble. Onto the rally track, over the humpbacks. Absolutely loves the track, this car does. Drives absolutely beautifully, and in my opinion she drives better than the more modern Scalextric. So we'll bring her around, pop her there for a sec. I'll just pop you on pause, I'll sort myself out, and we'll do some timed laps against the lot more modern cousin. As you can see, I'm using the Scalextric app to do this. Start race, and we're going to use the modern car first of all at 10 laps. Now this is a nice little car, one of my favourites. Not a GT40, but still a nice little car. Just get the impression with this, it's going to tip over all the time. It's had nothing done to it other than a bit of grease and a bit of oil, but still drives very nicely. Just, I get the impression it does want to tip, so I'm a bit nervous about going full trap with it. But she goes alright, nice and quiet. Obviously, being a modern car, it's lit front and rear. Very nice detail on it, and in fairness to Scalextric, they have done a nice job of it. We're just on our 6th lap now, so 4 more to go. It doesn't take too long, because obviously I haven't got the world's biggest layout. Oh, and there we go. I knew she'd let go sooner or later. That's going to affect her time, but it's the same for the other car. We've got 2 more laps after this one to go, and she's going nicely enough. There we go, finished. So as you can see, total time of 1:29.13 and a fastest lap of 7.96. I'll just pop you on pause, write some figures down, then we'll have a go with the Rob Swift car. Right, I've zeroed everything, so we'll have a go with the Rob Swift car now, see how she fares. Instantly feels quicker and feels a lot more stable on the track, but obviously it's got a wider track on it now. Rob's done the work on the axles and the wheels, and these Pendle stock tyres are really sticky. They really seem to suit my Scalextric track. Around she goes, she's doing ever so well. I'm trying to drive and film at the same time, so I can't look at any time, see how she's doing, but to me it feels quicker. Oh, with a tail out there. But she's going, as you can see, she's going around really nicely. And remember, this is a 46, 47-year-old car. Even though it's got new internals, it is still an old car. I'm sure once I'm used to driving this, even though I've got to be honest, well over 100 laps with it when I got home yesterday. I'm sure when I get used to driving it properly, and there we go, finished. So we'll have a look, and instantly quicker on the overall time, but slightly slower on the fastest laps, 1/10 of a second slower. But I think that's down to me rabbiting while I'm driving, because we have gained 4 seconds. So 1:25.41. What we're going to do now, whether it's fair or not, I'll pop them on do the same again, but on the rally track. So again, we'll start. Get rid of this. Abort. Quick race. We'll start with the newer car and see how she goes. I know these little minis are good on the rally track, so we'll see how the older car compares against it. Oh, and instantly I proved myself wrong and managed to crash her, but we'll keep going. That could be where I lost the time earlier, because I did tip this one over, didn't I? And again, so it's just not as good on the tighter bends. Be a bit more careful this time around that R1. Over the humpbacks and the hairpin, over the humpbacks again, through the squiggles. Take it easy, and off we go again. I think this is more driver error than the cars, so please bear with me, but like I say, I am filming and driving at the same time. She's going all right now. I think like I say, it's more down to my ability than the car. But sometimes it could be the car as well. I won't take all the blame. I do seem to be struggling with her, which is, like I say, I think this is down to the fact I'm trying to film, change angles and drive at the same time. Oh dear. Like I say, hopefully I won't be as bad with Rob's, well, it's my car, but it's the car that Rob built, so hopefully I'll perform a bit better with that one. I don't think I'm doing this one an awful lot of justice. There we go, we finally finished, and well, that was quite sad really. Best time of 11:22 and 2:45, so I'm convinced that I will beat that. Just pop you on pause for a second and we'll get the other one on the track. Right, we're back again. Let's see if I can do a bit better with the older car. This one does really like the valley track. It seems really suited to it. And a lot better around that R1 there as well than the newer Mini. But if you watch Rob's video, he will explain. He's widened the track, he's fitted LED. So this car is a lot more, feels a lot more planted than the newer Mini. It does just want to go. It's a really fast little car now. Managing, I hope I don't give myself a curse now, but managing to keep this one on the track as well. As you can see, loves the valley track, goes around really nicely. The R1s and the R2s on it, all the humpbacks don't seem to bother it at all. And it's certainly going to obliterate the time of the earlier car. Even though that car is 40 years, well, over 40 years newer. Just goes to show with a bit of expertise that Rob's got and a bit of skill, what you can get out of these old cars. This one is going really nicely. There we go. She brought herself to a stop, so that means we're over. And we've got a fastest time of 10.34, so it's just under a second a lap quicker, and overall time of 1:53. So it's nearly a minute quicker, but I did spend most of my time picking that one, picking the newer car up. Have another quick look at her, but as you can see, beautiful car from the outside. The only real difference from another 46-year-old Scalextric car is the wheels. But if you look closer, you can see that Rob's changed the glass in it, changed the interior. The only thing that's standard on the interior is the driver's head. Other than that, the interior's been completely changed. She's taken the weight down from 10.5 grams to 2 grams, which has obviously made an awful lot of difference. And if, like I say, watch his video and you'll see all the work he's done underneath. Absolutely superb little car. And Rob does sell all the bits to do this yourself. It is a do-it-yourself job, but Rob said he'd do this for me, which was really kind of him, and he has. And I think it took him overall, start to finish, less than a day. but we all know how good Rob is at what he does, and he's proved it yet again with this. So here we go. I'll just give you a quick look. There's his card. So I've got to thank Rob. I've got to thank Pendleslot, who supplied the parts to Rob, and I've got to yet again thank Mac, who supplied the car to me in the first place. It's a car I've owned for about 12 months now, and like I say, it was always a case of I wanted to do something with it, and it wasn't until I saw Rob's Mega Mini build that I thought, right, I know, I'll ask him if he'll do this for me, and he has very kindly, and he's made a superb job of it. And as you can see, she runs incredibly well. Nobody would look at this car and think that's nearly 50 years old, and certainly not the way it drives around the track. So thank you for watching. Please nip over to Rob Swift's channel, which is Swift Slots, and look at the video he's done of the build of this, and you'll see how easy he makes it look. But if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Thank you. Bye bye.